Hi, my name is Harold.
My
And
name
yours?
is Norma.
Is that the name you prefer me to use?
Yes, please.
Okay, Norman. And yours?
My name is Juliet.
Okay, Juliet. Is that the name you prefer for me to refer to you as?
Yeah, please.
Okay, good, Norman and Juliet. So, what are your relationship?
Oh, this is my mom.
Okay, okay. All right. So, what is your goal in coming here today?
Well, we're here because my daughter is not doing well in school, and I'm having a problem getting her to understand how important going to school is and having a good grade.
Okay. All right. So, how do you how do you get her to understand? Uh, uh, well, how do you plan to get her to make a good grade?
Well, I am not sure what to do right now, so that's one of the reasons why I'm here because I try to get her to do her homework. I try to penalize her from watching television in order for her to do her homework, and it's still not working. Her grade is still suffering.
Okay. So what is your goal? What would you like to accomplish after you leave here?
Well, I would like to, when we leave here, we have a better understanding of where each other is coming from.
Okay. So when you leave here, you'd like uh, your daughter to have a better understanding of.
That I need for her to bring her grade up, stop watching television, and to follow the house rules.
Okay. So your goal is for her to make better grades, to improve her grade,
Yes.
and to develop a better relationship with you.
Yes.
Am I right in saying that?
Yes.
Okay. Your goal?
Well, my goal is to let my mom stop fussing so much with me.
So you want your mom to stop fussing with you. How specific do you think she could do that?
Well, I think she just probably if I do what she asks me, but the thing is, she don't really understand. I'm young. I have friends. I need to have fun. I need to spend time with them.
Okay. Now, she does not understand that you're young and you have friends. Do you mind clarifying that a little bit for me? You're
Well,
young, you have friends. What does that really look like?
well, everybody, folks my age and friends, we want to be, we want to be, popular. We like doing stuff, and it's not that I mind doing homework. I just don't have enough time to do homework if I go out with my friends. After school, we hang out for a while. Then by the time I come home, I'm tired, so I cannot do too much homework.
Mm, okay. Now, tell me, has there been a time in the past when you were able to find time to do your homework?
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me about it.
Um,
Uh,
One time we really had this big test, and it depends if we don't pass that test, they would keep us back. And since I wanted to progress with my class, with my friends, and go on to the 12th grade,
okay.
I made sure I made time to study for the test.
Okay, so you took time out to study for the test.
Yeah.
So you prioritize. You were able to prioritize uh, that test.
Yeah, because it was an important test.
Okay, so how were you able to do that? How were you able to prioritize for your test?
Well, I knew that I did not want to fail. And if I fail, that means I would be retained in the 11th grade and my friend would go on to 12. Plus, that was not good for my ego. So I explained to my friends, y'all, I cannot hang out this week. I really have to concentrate on study.
Oh, that's great. I mean, you seem to be able to discipline yourself when necessary. Isn't that so?
You could say, yeah, you
Oh,
can say so.
that's good. All right. So, Mom, so how specifically do you plan to get your daughter to focus on her school?
Can you repeat that, please?
How specifically do you plan to get your daughter to focus on her schoolwork and be more cooperative with you?
Actually, I don't have a plan. I'm hoping that she would stick to her routine of when she comes from home from school, she do her homework first, she do have something to eat and then prepare for bed. She can always call her friends on the phone if she wants to. But the problem with that is once she get on the phone, she don't want to come off. So this is why I'm asking her, and I've tried to work with her to tell her, you need to do your homework first. As soon as you come in, instead of start relaxing and watching TV or video, playing with the video, and not making the homework a priority.
Okay.
So if I could get her to follow through, just keep doing that. The goal is for her to do her homework first and whatever else.
So,
But I can get her to do it.
okay. So you can't get her to do her homework.
Well, she does her homework, but not at the specific time that I want her to. I want her to, as she's coming home from school, have a snack and just start doing her homework and get it out of the way.
Okay. So tell me, what specific time do you see her, or would you like her to do her homework? Because you stated that she does homework, but she doesn't do it at a specific time.
Exactly.
You would like her to. So could you tell me what is that specific time that you have set for her to do
All right,
homework?
let me explain. I told her she usually gets home at 3:30. I said, when you get home at 3:30, between 3:30 and 4, you can have a snack, take off your school clothes, whatever.
Mhm.
Start your homework at 4. You should finish by 7, 8
Right.
o'clock at night. Then you could, call your friends if you want and say hi and not be on the phone.
Mhm.
That doesn't work for her. She comes home, no schoolwork, jump on the phone, start her video game, and they're on the phone forever. The next thing I know in the morning, when I said, Juliet, show me your schoolwork, no homework is done. Then she's going off to school, no homework. And her grade is suffering because of that.
So let me see if I understand you correctly. You're saying that you would prefer that when she comes from home, when she comes from school, sorry, she would immediately start doing her homework. Am I right in saying that?
No, after she have a snack.
Okay, so after she has a snack, you would prefer her to do her homework.
Yes.
Okay, but she's not doing that.
No.
Okay, so how do you think you could get her to do that?
I don't know because I've tried everything. I've tried punishment. I've tried grounding her. I've tried taking away her phone. I've tried everything, and she's not following through.
Okay, okay. So let's reflect on the past. Right? Before we reflect on the past, has there been a time prior to this school year when she was cooperative and willing to abide by the rules that she
Oh
said?
yes, I mean she's been an A student so far. I've always been an A student, but just this term, this new kid came in the class and she became click with him and now everything is Tony this and Tony that and I can't get her to do her schoolwork.
Okay, so you're saying that, if I understand you correctly, that she's being influenced by this kid, Tony, and because she's being influenced by Tony, um, she is not really abiding by what you're saying. Do I get that right?
Something like that.
Okay.
But the thing is, I'm here to do, I told people here that I would do my part in change.
what she means.
Okay.
I think that there are some things she could do that. For example, not to fuss at me.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so
So,
fussing don't help to me. It does not.
so you're saying that your mom could help if she sort of back off a little bit and quit fussing with you and sort of make give you the respect and the autonomy to do your work by yourself.
Yeah, she needs to trust me that I would get it done.
So what does trust really look like to you?
Just know that when it's time to get my homework, by the time the deadline meets, I will get it done.
Okay, so she would trust you by leaving you alone to do your assignment, knowing that you have to do it, and you will discipline yourself to do it.
Right.
Okay, good. Now, let me ask you. I'll be asking you strange questions. Okay, so let me ask you a creative question. Okay, so let's say you go to sleep tonight. Okay, you're sleeping, and a miracle happens. Okay, um, but you're asleep. You didn't, you weren't aware that a miracle had happened. What would be the first sign uh, letting you know when you wake up in the morning that a miracle has happened?
For me, knowing a miracle happen would be Juliet would be in the shower singing. She's always singing in the shower, and that would wake me.
Is that all?
Yeah, I mean, that's what she does best. Singing in the shower, she's in a good mood, and everything is going her little way. So yeah,
Okay. Who else besides you would be aware that would notice that a change has happened?
Juliet would, because if she's in the shower singing, that means we are on speaking terms. She did her homework, and she's getting ready to go to school in a good mood.
Okay. So, if I understand correctly, you're saying that Juliet would know, your daughter would be aware.
Mm-hmm.
And how she'd be aware is that she'd be singing
Mm-hmm.
in the bathroom.
She loves to sing.
Okay.
She's a happy child, as you can see her smile on her face.
Okay. Okay, Juliet, tell me, same question to you, right? Tonight, it happens that you go to bed and, you do your usual routine before you go to bed. Now, when you go to bed, you fall asleep, and while you're asleep, a miracle happens. Now, but you're asleep, you don't know that this thing is happening. What evidence would tell you when you wake up in the morning that a miracle has happened? And yeah, what did you observe that make you observe that a miracle has happened?
I think the day will start off by I'm saying hi to my mom saying hi to me, and there's something like a peaceful feeling in the air because she's not fussing at me and I'm not fussing back. At least we are having breakfast and having a pleasant conversation, talking about the possible plans for the day.
Wow. It seems like you have a good relation. You've had a good relationship with your mom in the past. Am I right to
Yeah,
say that? Okay.
we still do, except for when she's fussing at me and getting on me to do my work, schoolwork.
So you're saying that the evidence would be that you'd be saying good morning to your mom. Um, and breakfast together. Am I right in saying
Yeah.
that? Okay, so that would be evidence to you that a miracle has happened. Who else would observe that things are different? A miracle has happened.
Probably my mom,
Okay. And,
because the conversation would change
okay, the conversation will change.
and it would be more pleasant.
Okay. Okay.
Talking instead of fussing.
Okay. But in terms of your goal, which is to focus on the school, remember that was a goal, right?
Yeah.
How would the miracle affect that part of your goal?
Well, because the previous night,
Mm-hmm.
I will make sure all of my homework is done.
Okay.
So when my mom asked me that morning
Mm-hmm.
to see it, then she could see, yes, it was really accomplished. All of this work was done.
So your mom would be able to see that you would have accomplished your assignment. Am I right in
Yeah.
saying that? Wow, that's great. Now, tell me, can you tell me of any time when your desire for your daughter to listen to you has happened a little bit? You know, could you explain to me a time when your desire for your daughter to be obedient and listen to and doing her assignment, when that would have been happening a little bit?
Oh, prior to prior to this semester in school,
Mm-hmm.
we had a very good relationship. My daughter and I, we would go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
We would go to restaurants to have a meal once a week. But all of this semester so far, every time I said, "Do you want to go to the restaurant to have something to eat?" "Oh, Mom, I have homework." But when I come back home, there's no homework done.
Mm-hmm.
So I am thinking, since this miracle has happened, that our relationship is improving, that she is following through on what she says she's going to do.
Okay, so your desire for her to be doing her work should be doing. Is that what you're
Exactly.
saying?
She'll be following through because now we are like on the same page. I don't know if that's a good word to use.
Sure. I mean,
Okay.
so you guys would be working together.
Yeah, communicating, going out, doing things once more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wonderful. Now, let's go back to your uh, doing your assignment and getting that focus to your grades. I understand that you've been an exceptional student. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, tell me in the past, what, how did you discipline yourself to be able to do your assignments in time and excel with the schoolwork?
Well, it was very important to me, and I think it still is, to be on the dean's list
Mm.
because I want to go to college, and having a scholarship will help me go to college. So that's what I keep that's what I keep focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to make sure when I come home from school,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I make sure I did was do all of my homework, study hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you remember, we said that a miracle had happened, right?
Yeah.
Now, to make this miracle real, what would you be doing instead?
Well, probably I would still hang out with my friends,
Okay.
but I will put my schoolwork ahead of them. So I will focus more on my schoolwork.
Okay, so you put your schoolwork ahead of them.
Yeah.
How specifically would you be doing that?
Well, school is out at 4.
Okay.
By the time I get home, it would be probably at 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably eat a snack or something.
Eat a snack.
Then go straight and do my schoolwork.
Okay. So you would come home, eat a snack, do your homework. Am I right?
Instead of talking on the phone and hanging out.
Instead of talking.
Yeah.
Wow, that's how specifically would you discipline yourself to do that?
Well, probably I could come up with a schedule. So
Interesting.
probably I say from 4 to 5, I would be doing math, my algebra.
Mm-hmm.
Then for the following hour, I might spend it doing my biology work. So I would have a set schedule.
So you have a set schedule guiding you on what assignment to prioritize. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Well, now, I seem to have exhausted quite a bit of my questions. Time now is coming up for me to take a break. So I'll be taking a 5-minute break. I'll be stepping out, so that I could think about what we have discussed here, and come up with some ideas and sort of a plan on how we could move forward. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So stop it. Okay. Good. So now we've taken a break, and well, Mom, it seems like you are a very loving family. Am I right in saying that?
Yes, very much so.
You are concerned about the well-being of your daughter, her hanging out with the wrong crowd, and you are afraid for her to mix with the wrong crowd. I want you to know that that's normal behavior for a parent to be concerned about her teenage daughter.
Thank you for saying that.
So you do have a right to be concerned about your daughter. Julie, on the other hand, you seem to love your mother really well.
Yeah, I do.
And it's also seen that you know how to discipline yourself when it's appropriate. You've come up with this idea of creating a schedule. And so that you'll be able to prioritize your assignments. You've also decided that when you come home from school, instead of hanging out with your friends, making phone calls, you will come home, get a snack, and prioritize doing your homework. That's commendable. And as I've told your mom, it is typical teenage behavior to want to hang out with your friends. So you are a typical girl,
Yeah.
but I appreciate the fact that you've realized that the schoolwork needs to be prioritized. That's a positive. Um, that's a positive thing. So tell me, how did you decide to do that?
Well, you see, I really, really want to go to college.
Mm.
And I know for me to get there, I have to have a scholarship.
Okay.
So my grades are important.
Mm.
And I am actually mature enough
Mhm.
to make good decisions.
Right. Right.
So the good decision, my good decision, I think,
Mm-hmm.
is to put my schoolwork first.
Your good decision is
Probably this summer I can spend more time hanging out with my friends.
so you. That's amazing. I mean, um, how do you explain these ideas? I mean, this ability of yours to be able to prioritize.
Unlike what my mom thinks
Mm-hmm.
that I don't listen to her,
Yes.
I do.
Okay.
So when she tell me that my schoolwork come first,
Mm-hmm.
I listen to what she said because I think she's making sense
Okay.
and it is supposed to benefit me.
Okay.
And this is my last year of school, so my grades really count now.
Right. Wonderful. Now, what do you think about what you heard your daughter saying?
I know my daughter has the potential to do well. As I said before, she has been doing well all these other semesters. It's just this year that came up where she started hanging out more than before. And she knows that her grade depends on a good scholarship to go to the college that she want to go to. So, you know,
You've heard her say that she would like you to give her that autonomy, that trust, that she would that you would trust her to be able to discipline herself and be able to complete her homework without your intervention. Um, how do you feel about that?
well, I mean, if Juliet continued to do what she's doing, then I'm gonna monitor her. But if she goes back to doing what she used to do last year, and we get time to hang out together, whenever time I say, let me see your homework, she can produce it, and we shouldn't have a problem, right, Juliet?
And I think one thing for my reward, I think that each week, probably on a Friday night for my hard work, my mom and I, we could go out to eat.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
we could go
amazing.
back to dinner.
So that's really great. You know, what do you think about that idea?
That's a very good idea. And
Okay.
she knows that I would like for us to do that.
Okay. Okay. So well, for homework, I'd like you to observe. I mean, you have said that you want to give her that independence, that trust. I'd like you to um, observe her behavior. Give her that opportunity and see where she takes it. Would you be able to do that? And make a note of her of the times when she does her assignment without your urging. Okay. Um, to that for our next session, I'd like you to create a schedule, and list your assignments. And whenever you have that, whenever you complete your assignments, communicate with your mom, and probably she could reward you by you guys going out. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
All right, and when our next session, we could discuss how things has been shaping up, and you guys looking at.
I am definitely okay with that, and I really thank you for um, helping us to create a goal and come to a common understanding of each other and what is expected of us.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I hope to see you next session. Thank you. Thanks.